The corner is, again, a guy who doesn't necessarily fit the physical mold, but Tom, 5'8", 180-ish pounds, Marcus Jones out of Houston. He won the Paul Hornung Award as the most versatile player in college football. He returns kicks. He was a gadget player offensively, scrappy, little guy who throws his body around, has great ball skills. And I think he's the kind of athlete who would be able to run with those little water bug receivers in Miami.
And that's a really interesting question because that's as a corner or a slot corner. The other thing you could look at if you wanted to continue on the offensive side of the ball in adding speed, who's your third down back right now? Okay, Brandon Bolden is back this year, has not been released.
No, he's in Vegas with Josh McDaniels.
Patriots took Marcus Jones from Houston.
Oh, there's your guy, Phil. All right.
So this guy is a prototypical Patriot, even though he does not have the size that usually they would draft. He flies. He is a phenomenal athlete. He wasn't able to test during the draft buildup this year because he was dealing with injury. But versatility. The more you can do. This is the ultimate Patriot because, again, he'll return kicks for you. He could be electric in that regard, I think, right away. I think he'd be used as a slot corner if he has to travel outside with Jalen Waddle, with Tyreek Hill. I think he's a good matchup player for those guys because even if you run a 4-3, if you're 6'1", I think it's really hard to change direction with those players. This guy shouldn't have any issue with that. Accelerates really well. Great change of direction based on what we've seen on tape. And so this is the most exciting pick of the draft. If you're a Patriots fan right now. This guy, if you had asked me before the draft, if you had asked me the most enjoyable player that I think I watched during the entire process, it might be Marcus.
Why? As a corner, as a cover guy, or all the things that he
reckless abandon, flies downhill, throws his body into people. He kills people near the line of scrimmage. He clicks and closes, if you want to use a scouting term, really abruptly. The special team stuff is a lot of fun because when he has the ball in his hands in the open field, he is dynamic. That's why Houston used him offensively too. I don't know if he'd be able to play any offense for the Patriots if you throw him in the slot for the Patriots. But we know, Bert, that they have no problem doing that if the guy has that ability.
Yeah, and I mean, I think